Morning, how is everyone? Same old start. Yeah, what time is it? 29 minutes past 6 in the morning. It's not too bad. It was really cold. Got the fire going. Probably not. Only half an hour. I ain't had a sip of my tea yet. Yeah, let's have a quick stir at it. I didn't top it all up with cold water this morning, so it might be a bit hot. I ain't put no sugar on it. I mind you saying, I don't use sugar, do I? Same thing though, innit? Except you can't sprinkle them on your Weetabix. I could do some of them Weetabix. Old age. No, I'm not going to play on that old age. Oh, let's have a sit down. Yeah, old age. When I was younger, I think old age was old age. But now I'm older, I know I can't do things. But I still don't feel old. It's better all the same, isn't we? I feel as fit as a dog's bollock in a way, apart from the aches and pains, which I'm very lucky with. I haven't got as many as others. Mine are only sort of, well, I was going to say not too bad, but they do hurt sometimes. But not worse than others. I mean, some people are in agony, man. And I really feel sorry for you for that. Good morning to you lot who are in agony. You just don't realise there's people out there. I got the life of Raleigh here. A lucky person, ain't I? Very lucky person. I've still got my health, really. Wish I could sleep a bit better. But this bloody hand of mine. But I can still do things. I suffer for it. You're going to suffer. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I was talking about my tooth. I ain't got it in again today. How it happened, in a place called Emma Hempstead, I did get a message from a lady. I won't mention it now, sweetheart. I won't mention it. And she comes from Hemel Hempstead, and she said, "Hi, John," you know, sort of thing. I come from Hemel, and I remember what it was like in the day. Well, it was, wasn't it? It wasn't just Hemel Hempstead, it was every town. I know a little bit of knifing did go on, but not a lot of it. It was all really fisticuffs and boots, if you know what I mean. It was so funny. I mean, I'm not trying to make out I'm a violent person or anything, but you had 5 different parts. Was it 4 different parts? I can't remember now. You had Highfield, Warner's End, Bennett's End, Leverstock Green. They were all, and each one had a gang, and they had all fight each other, really. Yeah. You walk along the road, you wasn't safe. Well, you wasn't safe from getting a smack in the mouth or thing, so it wasn't too bad. You have to be careful. I'm not talking about every teenager. I'm talking about just us, and our gangs weren't as menacing, should I say, as what they are now. We didn't wear hoods, and we might be on motorbikes, or the enemy would be on scooters, who, by the way, happened to be very good friends through the years in the end. We was all fighting, and then as we got older, we all become great friends. The bloke that did this, I won't mention your name, we ended up good friends. He's still alive, painter and decorator. bloody good painter and decorator and all. But we worked together. And he was I think he's a good bloke. But he did that. And the bloke who hit me from behind at the same time, yeah, he was on the hod with me. We had a 5 and 2 gang. 5 and 2 gang in a place called Chesham. Went for a company called Jarman's. But he was working with me. We got tucked up on that job. I always remember they tucked us up. So what I done, I filled my mixer up with muck, sand and cement. We used to call it muck. And I turned it upside down, left it like it. And this bloke was going, "You can't do that, you can't." I said, "I can, you watch me." So I'm not a nice person. Yeah, they tucked us up. Yeah, it was something, for the week, it was something like, between the five of us, something like £600 they tucked us up. That was a lot of money in them days. £612 sort of is the figure I remember. But the gang of men, our bloke who done all the money, Ken his name was, he come from up, he used to sleep in his car, this bricklayer, because he had nowhere to live, and he lived in them all sleeping in his car. Nice bloke. But he used to work all the money out, and he managed to get money off them. And we split that, I don't know whatever happened to him. He had a bad foot. Yeah, nice bloke. But even though he slept in his car and come to work, we didn't realise what a hard time he might have been having. Do you know what I mean? Because it wouldn't have been easy, would it? But he never once mentioned it. Things you go through, eh? Listen to me waffling on. And I can't guarantee the national winner, by the way. I suppose I've done the national... How old am I? So I must have done it, say 30 times. And I've only won about 6 times. So on that percentage, it's not a lot, is it? When I did Red Rum, I had 50p on it. I got 10 to 1 and I won a fiver. And when I went to collect my money, that was practically a night out to have a drink. I mean, beer was 50p a pint, if I remember rightly. I could be underestimating that. Anyway, I went out and had a drink with it. But I was lucky that day because I won another 80 quid, which was well over a couple of weeks' wages, week and a half wages that was. I'd done some other horses. I remember the Anna's Prince. I think it was one of them. Oh, it was hard to remember, innit? A long time ago. But everyone else won too. And we all met in the pub called The Venture in Adevelde. Yeah, we was all in. Everyone won that day. Not big money. I mean, we had a lovely time. Oh, cup of tea. Yeah, I don't know what happened last night. Did he put a live on? Sorry to mention it, but I just wondered whether he did. I haven't heard nothing. I've had no horrible comments. You can't get away from lies, can you? Just don't lie. I don't wish him any malice. Just don't lie. I mean, I don't drink, which is nothing wrong with drinking. But we do come out with some bullshit when we drink, don't we? I know I do. I don't smoke drugs. And I don't lie. Doesn't make me the king of the world, that's for sure. The perfect man doesn't. But if you do all 3 of them, you can't go around saying things and just we'll leave it at that. It's not just me anyway, he's upset loads of people. Individuals coming out from under the stones. It's not worth it. I mean, I've been worrying myself sick over it. I've got to stop doing that because I'm just going to, boom. Yes, I had a nasty message yesterday of someone calling me a liar. Now that really upsets me because I'm not a liar. That's one thing that gets my go. I mean, I'm not perfect. I mean, last year I got an ASBO. Well, it wasn't an ASBO, it was a sort of an ASBO. Yeah, look at me. 69 years old and I got an ASBO. Well, a council warning, they call it. And I told you all about it on my vlogs, about this nasty neighbour of mine. Oh, and he's still being nasty, by the way. He smashed the side and window of my van. He scratched my other van. I got the police, they couldn't do nothing. He threatened the neighbours. He went for people. He even threatened a woman. Yeah, he threatened this woman. She was about a foot shorter than him, but she stood her ground, and he was right in her face. A real nasty man, and he waited outside the school. Sorry, I'm getting around the long way here. Yeah, he waits outside the school, and he says things to children. And we know what he is, because the council workers told me what he was at the last place, and his nickname, it began with P. What was it? The Middlegate P. I won't say the name. I'll probably get nicked for that. Anyway, I actually called him one. I said, F off you. Because we were mucking about by the van, me and my mate. He never saw my mate. He never saw Paul. And he come by, and as he went by, because he rides a scooter, but he don't need it. As he went by, he went, F off. Like that. Oh, but you should have seen Paul. He was across there like you. What did you say? Oh, he shit himself because Paul's 6'4". And Andy with it. Nothing. He said, I just heard you come down. Because, you know, that's what it's been all along. I didn't do that. I didn't. And the council believe him. Because the wardens are awful. And I went over and I said, what's the matter with you? I said, you're a effing P to him. I said, yeah, B. I said, because I don't like that. Would you like one moving next door to you? 3 hours later, to knock on the door. It's only the police. Yeah, it brought the police up. But it backfired on him, you see, because I had witnesses. So that was the end of that, really. But the next minute, this woman, in charge of the nuisance team on the council, she put an ASBO through me box. I was a bit silly there, I could have filmed that, because I was away somewhere, I can't remember where I was, and the policeman and her come to my place and pressed the doorbell, and we was talking over the doorbell. But I didn't say nothing. I just let them get on with it. Yeah, so that was that. I got one of them. But when they give it to him, I could hear all this shouting and effing and blinding and him telling them to F off. And now they're giving it because they give him the same thing. And this woman's going, settle down now, Colin, settle down. He was telling, and there's a copper there, so he's doing exactly what he shouldn't be doing, what the council order said, and they left him. And as they left, they said, he shouted out, come back and have a cup of tea next time. I'll get you some chocolate. This is what he's like, you see. Anyway, at the bottom, George, one of my friend's daughter, who's an ex-policewoman, thank you for this, she wrote a long letter to the council saying you've got the wrong person here. John's the one that goes around helping people out, which I do. God almighty. So they revoked it. Well, they had to, didn't it? Because I could have sued her for that. But I left it at that and just told the wardens to keep away from me. Yeah, so the wardens don't like me. Because it's warden controlled, you see. And they have to come around and do the gas and the checks on it and everything. Yearly they have to do a check on you. I said, oh, no, I don't want you to. I said, I don't want you in my place. It's my place. Yeah, but I said, all right, then you can come in and do these things and whatever. I said, but don't talk to me. If you've got to ask me questions, I said, ask me, I'll answer them. I said, but don't talk to me. I said, do it and get out. I said, I don't want nothing, because they sort of bully the people around there. The wardens do. Yeah, they talk to you like you're a child. Anyway, I'm off and on too much. That's the saga of the council thing. So really, I'm a hero. Everyone was saying thanks. I was the only one that could stand up to him, because everyone else is a bit old and frail, if you know what I mean. The woman who he started on, she died a little while after that. Bless her, she was lovely. Real friend. Like I say, I got friends. Prayed Ian died my next door neighbour. He was a friend, a good friend. Got Val next door, she's a nice person. But we don't talk really. She likes to stay indoors. Got Clem, he's a good old boy. I'm going to have to contact you, Clem. Can you cut my grass? I'll pay you. Yeah, I've got good neighbours, really good neighbours. I've got John at the bottom. He's got a dog. Oh, the dog is okay. He's not one of my subscribers, but he's got a lovely dog. Of course, I've got the two at the bottom on the left. Really nice. I get on well with them too. I could get on well with all of them, except Mr. Nasty. He wouldn't get on with. God, he's got problems. Him and Craig would get on all right. No, he wouldn't. No, Craig would see through him straight away. I'll be on your side then, Craig. I do worry that something might happen with him, but he's locked himself in now, you see. Someone said they saw him go out the other day. It's a worry when you've got someone like that living next door to you. I'm not perfect, by the way. Far from it. But I don't lie. And I don't drink. So when you drink, I think you might tend to over-exaggerate a bit. I know I did. My mate's missus, she used to say, oh, here we go. Me and my mate be talking away. You talked about this last week, and the week before, and the week before. She go, here we go. Same old bloody, do you remember so-and-so? Yeah. Well, it felt like a new conversation when you got a drink, innit? Used to have some laughs. Well, I'm waffling on now. It's all about this place. I can see a little crack in the... I've still got my curtains. Can you see a little crack in the curtains? And I just saw some birds. There's loads of them. Can you hear them? Oh, I can't see so many birds though, but I can hear them. This is my window. Excuse me. still taste them fish and chips. Yeah, I'm putting this curtain on that way so we've got a little better scenic view. Oh look, I left the window open, the door open last night, look. It's all the birds, look. It's lovely and warm in here, I bet it's cold. Yeah, we've all got our stories to tell. When I actually moved into this place, my friend was excuse me. Yeah, when I actually moved into this place, my friend Wendy, hello Wendy, I doubt whether she's a subscriber. She does a lot for dogs. She's really good. She gets hold of a van, puts all the cages in the back, goes to Romania, picks the dogs up, and then drives out of her own heart. And she tries to get the money together to do it. Yeah. Anyway, Wendy, I didn't have a car. Wendy was going back and forth with my belongings. And I can't remember what it was the first time, second time. She'd done about 6 times. And as we're driving up this road just near my place, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, by the way, 1:10. There's fighting in the street. And it's the neighbours physically fighting. And one of them was basically holding a cup of tea, honest, and he's fighting with a cup of, and he's got a dressing gown on. And he's fighting in the road. I thought, oh my God. And when he says, oh, this is my type of place, this is what I love it here, she said. I thought, well, I don't. But Wendy said, yeah, oh, God, this is my sort of place. Yeah, it was about 1:10. They was all fighting. And I was only there a little while. Oh, it might have been about at least 2 or 3 months. And Clem had a little, what was it, Clem? A Cavalier, wasn't it? A Cavalier? Not a Cavalier, Fiesta, a little Fiesta. Someone smashed his window. His side window, you know, the mirror. And they cut themselves really bad. I mean, they must have been really bad. And this trail of blood led straight to this road. Yeah, about 200 yards away. And it went all the way, I followed it, and it went all the way up this path. I could see it to somebody's front door. Nothing was ever done about it. Clem got hold of another mirror, which wasn't cheap, I don't think. Yeah, do you remember that, Clem? When they smashed your mirror? So I thought, where am I? But no, it's a very quiet place. Only Mr. Nasty. God, I'm just worried about people. Oh yeah, someone said in the comment, why ain't you in Yarmouth? As if implying that I had to get out of Yarmouth. But some people are right plonkers, isn't they? I had a message last night off of Matthew. Oh yeah, Matthew. He's a bricklayer. How's the job going? He's one of the dog walkers I met since I moved over there. He's a good lad. I do like him. And I hope he likes me. But he sent me a message. He likes the boxing, you see. Last night, out of the blue. I ain't heard from him for a long while. More messages, Matthew. He said, where are you? How are you? We all miss you in Yarmouth. Surely if people miss me in Yarmouth, they must sort of get on with me, if you know what I mean. But this bloke was implying I had to get out of Yarmouth. I talk to people in Yarmouth every day. I've got some good friends. As I say, I've got all the people that live around me are one that I get on all right with. I don't mean round the area, I mean just up our little bit. In God's waiting room, that is there, you see. But no, Matthew sent. Thanks for that, Matt. That cheered me up a little bit after all these depressing lies, sort of thing. But I can't get over that plonker yesterday sending that message. See, there's people just informed, didn't they? They're told. Get on with your life. Keep your nose out of other people's business. I only said something because he said something about me falling out with 6 people. Everyone falls out with people anyway. You don't go through life being friends, do you? I talk to so many people, they run these people down, but the next minute they're talking to them. And I think to myself, well, if you're running me down to them, you're probably running me down. Eh? You're probably running me down when you're talking to them. So they probably do it, so you can't trust people like that. It's the ones that run people down and don't talk to them, they're the ones to trust. Oh, I'm going to go. Yeah, I'll do a little bit of filming. And I hope you didn't mind me waffling on. And there's 2 sides to every story. So Mr. Nasty, he might be ill. I know we're all sick of him. But you don't know, do you? What he might have gone through. And he don't seem mentally retarded, but he can half move. God almighty. When he does the sparring, he says, I'm going to have you. And he stands there and he swings his arms. And it is like he's a proper boxer, if you know what I mean. He did belong to a club, so he said. And he reckons he done the bare knuckle fighting on the streets. Well, don't dispute that. So please don't hit me. But he might have something. He might be hitting the head too hard, maybe. I know I did. All right, Roger. Yeah, peace. Yeah, I'm not in Yarmouth now. Not because I don't like the place. I mean, I live there. It's because I'm in the van travelling. I can't travel if I stay in Yarmouth, can I? It's just a base. It's my home. Just want to see parts of the country, making new friends. Everyone does it. There's a lot of people, not van lifers, that are part-time like me. Although it seems like I'm not. I'm out a lot, I rough it a lot. I just like doing it. I like it. I like a comfortable bed. But all the rest I love roughing it. I don't mind roughing. But the bed's got to be comfortable and warm. So that's why I built a shed in my van. Right, anyway, good luck to everyone. And I mean everyone, even you people that don't like me. There's probably be a few out there because of turned against me. But even you, I wish you all well. And I wish my friends even more weller. Oh, it's lovely here. I can't have the radio on, that's the trouble when I'm filming. So I'm going to go. Everyone have a good day, and I really do mean it. Hey? And if you can't be good, be bad.